Hey everybody, it is your monthly update for the month of March, but we're going to look back on what happened last month and check out what happened, what sold, what pended, what any new houses coming on the market, and kind of what's going on in our local communities right here in Stanislaus and San Joaquin. So just real quick, if you don't understand, we use this as kind of an insight of kind of where the market's heading and just kind of see where our trends are at and what new trends we can be looking into. So real quick here, we're going to go look at Stanislaus County and follow along on my mouse here. I'm going to try to move a little slower than I usually do, but we'll go a little slow. But so last month, February of 2021, throughout the whole county of Stanislaus, 295 homes sold. There was 209 homes for sale. 400 went pending in that month, okay, in the month of February of 2021. Last year at this time, and we always look back at last year because we kind of see what trends are moving and how things are flowing during our seasonals selling season, and you'll see that here in a minute. But right before the pandemic hit, there was 496 homes for sale in Stanislaus County, compared to this year where there's 209 homes for sale. But you start looking at what sold, how many sold. 338 homes sold in the month of February last year in 2020. As compared to this year, there's only 295. So a lot more opportunity to buy last year. Almost 290 some homes for sale, more homes for sale, more opportunity for buyers to take on and that last year compared to this last year here too. I'm gonna put another graph up here real quick, and this shows the new listings that are coming on the market versus are sold and pended though too. So kind of something we're gonna shift a little bit here real quick, and we'll go February of 2020, 338 homes sold in 2020, and then 347 went pending. But look at how many new listings were on the market last year at this time. 472 listings were on the market. New listings were on the market. As compared to last month, 295 obviously sold. We are 391 new homes came on the market. That's almost, you're looking at 80 more homes on the market last month or last year at this time than right now. What scares me here is, and it doesn't scare me, but it's just going to make it, you can see that it's going to get harder and harder for buyers to purchase right here as we start moving into our selling season right here. And we always look between February and right before, I want to say right before June here. This is where things really start to heat up in our spring season, okay? And typically that's when most of our volume is locally starts getting really on the market. People like that change. You know, kids are getting out of school. People want to buy, get into a new house before summer usually, or they want to get the kids settled in a little bit. And then it's funny because usually our end of the year, I always tell everybody my biggest times are right around October and September, and that's typical here too. So we're going to get into this, but what scares me here is this. As we move further into our selling season, the lack of inventory that's going to be on the market here. If we're getting 80 below, if we're 80 houses on the average below here, you're going to see San Joaquin's doing the same thing. You know, we're going to be quite short coming into our selling season. So it's a good time to buy, and you'll see here it's a good time. It's a good time to sell. It's going to be a really difficult time to buy, or you need to kind of navigate or get with an agent that understands how to get your offers accepted. Let me show you average per square foot when it comes back on, and you see how it's starting to shoot up. Average price per square foot, how it's shooting up. And this is just a quick average, you know. I mean, we live in an agricultural area, so that kind of changes though too with ag ground and if you're buying ranchettes and everything else like that too. The other thing I want you to look at is average price for sale versus sold. Look at the prices for sale, $720,000, and the average selling is $445. But you're seeing both these graphs move up they're both trending upward. So that's telling you with that lack of inventory that the prices are going to go up as well, though, too. Hey, let's shoot up to San Joaquin real quick and show you there what's going on there too. But you're understanding that right now with the limited inventory, I think everybody understands that too. With the limited inventory, that it's difficult for buyers, and it really is a seller's market. It's quite big of a seller's market. So last month in Stanislaus or in San Joaquin County, 295 homes sold. There were 209 were for sale, and 400 went pending. We start looking here at last year, 338 sold. So we're still looking about 40 there too. And what was Stanislaus County? It's right at 40 as well. And for sale, 496. And you start looking over here, 209. That's we're still 250, and Stanislaus County was like 280. So they're trending the same. These communities are we're in our little valley here, and they're trending quite a bit the same. Let's look up here. Let's get this other graph here. But you're still seeing that lack of inventory, and you can see what sells here. In 220, 338 sold, and you had 472 coming on the market. We're only at 400. Again, we're close to 70, 80 houses. That's the same. We're almost the same as Stanislaus County, San Joaquin is. And let's see, average price per square foot. Days on market's going up. Price per square foot, and we're still the same. We're trending up. Where were we at last year? 220. We were at 209. We're at 236. Months of inventory. We're shooting at months of inventory. It was still 0.7 of a month. That Stanislaus was the same thing. So with all things being equal and no new homes come on the market, you have 21 days before the inventory in your current market would be gone. So and you can see here where it was last year at 2020. And that's pretty healthy. That's pretty typical, really, is 1.5 to 2. We start getting into 3s and 4s. You start seeing back where we were at in 2007, 2008, and then houses are on the market 4 or 5 months. But that's pretty healthy at 1.5. Even 1.8, that's a real healthy market there. But man, we're just seeing a real portion of it's a seller's market here, where it's just inventory is just going off the charts. Anyway, real quick, easy. Hopefully you can follow along. If you have any questions or seen something on here that, hey, this kind of sparked my interest here, give me a call. I have no problem going over this again with everybody, but feel free to hit me up. You can hit me up, give me a call at 209-380-7083. You can text me at that number too, or hit me up on Facebook or Instagram. So I hope everybody has a great week. Make it a great month, and I'll see you next month. Stay healthy, friends.